USA, and I'm here with the Ukrainian women's rowing team. Welcome. Yay. What is welcome? Welcome.
Welcome.
Вітаємо. Okay. Anyway, you know what I mean. It's really great to have you here, and you're here. You've just arrived for the Head of the Charles Regatta, and you're in your training now on the Charles River. So we are looking forward to seeing how that goes. It starts the 19th and through the 22nd of October. That's in about a week and a half from this recording. And we'd like to this is Andrii Ivanchuk. He's coordinated their trip here, and he's the coach at Riverside Boat Club and Simmons University. Can you introduce these athletes and tell us a little bit about their status in their training and their intentions?
So this is our best rowers in the country. So all of them, they have Olympic experience. We have 2 Olympic champions here, Anastasiia Kozhenkova and Nataliia Dovgodko. We have European Championships champions here. They all actually, but I mean, and Yevheniia Dovgodko, Daryna Verkhogliad, and Kateryna Dudchenko. So this is our 5 stars.
And who is the single sculler?
No.
Okay.
Kateryna.
And so they're all on the Ukrainian national team, is that correct?
Yes.
And they're all heading to the Olympics?
They hoping to.
Yes.
They need to get qualification for that, yes.
And when is the qualification?
Next year.
Yeah, okay. So the Olympics are in 2024 in France.
So this is the year, this is Olympic license, which is running during the Olympic year.
Yeah, so we have a video. Are we going to run that the video from when the Ukrainian rowing team came for the first time to the Head of the Charles last year and was very well received. Everybody was our hearts went out to the Ukrainians for being able to do that during the onset of an incredible, terrible experience in the country after the Russian invasion in February. So are we going to run that, Katie?
We are now 1 day away from the Head of the Charles Regatta,
which is the largest 3-day rowing event in the world. There are more than 11,000 rowers racing from 27 different countries. And this year, for the very first time, the Ukrainian national team has a boat. The rowers and coaches are all displaced from their home country because of the Russian war there. So they've been training together in Bulgaria this weekend. They proudly wear blue and yellow on the water.
This means the whole world for us, because what happens now in Ukraine is just heartbreaking.
For us to be here in Boston, it's a chance to talk with people and to tell our stories, and also to show us for the world that we are still alive and we still represent Ukraine and the Ukrainian flag.
And the team is here thanks to the head rowing coach at Simmons University, who was once their teammate. He asked the Head of the Charles to bring the team here, and they did. All expenses paid with the help from Delta Airlines and the Cambridge Office of Tourism.
Thank you for that. It was amazing to hear that again, and I just wanted to point out that the invasion is still ongoing. You're still having to train through this experience. And so how many of you were here? Were you all here last year?
Last year we were all of us, but we compete in 8.
In the 8, yeah. And all right. Can you describe the experience? What kind of made an impression on you being in Boston? Was it your first time coming to this country or to Boston? Or
Чим нам запам'ятався
Head of the
Бостон?
Charles?
Як ви його запам'ятали?
Ну, до нас підходило дуже багато різних знайомих, ну не знайомих, а людей, які хотіли нас привітати, підтримати. І це були навіть не тільки американці з різних країн, тому що в цих змаганнях приймають участь з різних країн. І ну, ми відчували цю підтримку, ми відчували, що кожен хоче нас допомогти. Деякі навіть пропонували свою допомогу фінансову або якусь по житлову, ну, кому потрібно житло чи щось таке для сімей, наприклад. Тобто, ну, Бостон було дуже круто. Ми були перший раз на цих змаганнях, нам дуже запам'яталось, тому цього року у нас не було навіть питання, що ми можемо відмовитись або не зможемо на них приїхати. Це дуже круто. We feel very happy. It was really nice, and it was first time when we come to such competition, because it's like so celebration competition.
Yeah.
So we were really happy, and it was great for us to compete for first time. It's a great experience. Another country, another people meet each other, speak, everybody so добрий,
So kind.
so kind, and we shocked that everyone who saw that we in Ukrainian wearing, they полювали. Support us, support, and be happy to see us, and we were happy too.
Yeah, I think that support continues. There's a lot going on in the world now, and you know, the situation in Israel. I think they now kind of know what you have experienced over the last few months. I mean, that's a tragedy as well. But can you tell us a little bit about your training and how the war has affected you and your families? I know many Ukrainians who've lost friends and family members, and I'm just so sorry for that loss. But can you just a few of you maybe take a little, maybe one comment about how it has affected you?
Кожен потрошки, щоб
питання, як ви тренуєтесь, як ви через це зараз проходите? Ну,
як війна
вплинула на ваш тренувальний процес, на все життя. Ну, але ж так.
Ну, напевне, звичайно, можна українською. Напевне, для мене дуже було страшно і важко, тому що I have a son, now my husband in home in Dnipro, and it's very, страшно, як це.
Like it's scary.
Yes, every day. But I hope called every morning, be okay, yes. You go to school, sometimes no, sometimes yes. It's for every day difficult.
Wow.
Yes.
Different.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe підтримуємо один одного.
Supporting each other.
Yes, together. Становиться легше, стає набагато легше від цього.
We train at winter at home for 3 or 4 months in Kyiv, Konchazaspa. And it was hard. There were a lot of massive attack to our не знаю, там,
Like electricity systems,
Sure,
yeah.
So we have no electricity, we have no maybe not warm in our house.
Yeah.
My apartment on the 25th floor. So I
Another training.
Training,
yes.
Cross training.
Cross training, yes. It was hard, but we stay. We were strong because whole over the world, all of people stand with us. Your support is very
як, важливо.
Important.
Important your
Appreciate it.
support.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think everyone who sit here, we lost not one or two friends on this war, lost some members of families. So it's hard to understand it.
Mhm.
What we can do on training, we can train a lot and think that training must be improved and good. We must do what we краще за
What do you
все.
have to? What do you do the best?
The best.
Yeah. It is.
So,
Does anybody else have
да, розкажіть за Херсон.
this topic?
Зараз ну, мої батьки, наприклад, знаходяться в окупації до сих пір, і я не бачила їх ще майже 3 роки, тому що ще не було змоги поїхати раніше до війни, тому що були змагання, тренування. Важко, напевно, тренуватися, коли ти не маєш зв'язку з ними. Коли зв'язок там бувало раз в місяць, раз в 3 місяці, тобто дуже так було тяжко. Зараз більш-менш зв'язок з'явився кращий, тобто я можу на день розмовляти там від хвилини до 5 хвилин. Це вже дуже добре. Ну, я питаю, як вони, чи все там по здоров'ю, як все є, що їсти, є, що пити, кажуть, знаєте, таке. І зараз трішки краще, напевно, зв'язок. Раніше було ще важче. Тобто, але ми сподіваємося на те, що скоро звільнять і поїдемо першим. Відразу ж ми поїдемо додому, я думаю.
Give us a little sense of what she said.
Oh, she said like her family, her father and mother is still in occupation territory.
Oh my God.
So she didn't see them 3 years. For now, 3 years. And in the beginning it was really hard because they didn't have a strong connection. So they can call once in a month or 2 months. And now it's better. Now they can call almost every day and speak whatever they want to. They have food, they have work, but it's still it's on that side.
Yeah.
And she said as soon as this territory will be deoccupied, this is their first trip.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Anybody else have a?
Я також з Херсона. Народилася в Херсонській області, невеличкому місті Скадовську. Це біля Криму, це також території окуповані зараз. Мої батьки знаходяться там з сестрою старшою. І я також їх не бачила 2 роки. З початку війни я їх не бачила. Раніше я їздила до них кожен місяць, може трошки місяць-два я їх бачила, а зараз ми не можемо бачитися. Це дуже тяжко мені.
I'm sorry. It sounds sad.
She said her parents and sister still she's from Skadovsk. This is it's borderline between Kherson Oblast and Crimea.
Oh my
And this
gosh.
is right now also under occupation, and it's really hard because of before the war started, she met them every month, so the practicing going, and she still was going every month or 2 months is to see them, to hug them, and it's right now it's really, really hard to not do that, and they still there. They also on that across the board.
Yes, exactly.
They don't have access to each other.
Yeah. And you have family in Kherson also, right?
Yeah, now it's Kherson are now deoccupied. So
Yeah.
my wife, brother, so here are now
Sure.
on the Ukrainian territory.
Nice.
So it's at least it's not nice at all there, but Kherson right now also every day under the bombing. It's not on the top of the news, but it's every day. So people are struggling to survive there.
Yeah, we can't imagine living like that. If we're downtown Boston and seeing a missile come into a building,
And when you knew the people who were there, that's the terrible,
exactly,
the most horrible.
So you practice in Kyiv now, or do you have different locations where you do your training?
Де ви зараз тренуєтесь? Чи тренуєтеся зараз в Києві, чи ви тренуєтесь де ви тренуєтесь зараз? Як ви готуєтесь до змагань?
виконували?
Зараз в Києві після чемпіонату світу у нас є там час до Нового року. Ми тренуємося в Києві, тобто в Кончі-Заспі. Коли починається, скажімо так, після Нового року більш серйозна підготовка, то ми їдемо на воду. Це Баньйолес, Іспанія, або Болгарія, Пловдів. І там знаходимося від 7 до 9 місяців, не покидаючи це місце. Тобто ми не їздимо в Київ додому, тобто немає в нас такого. Тобто ми як виїхали, то 8, 9, 7 місяців знаходимося за кордоном.
So she said like they practicing in the fall and the winter like in Kiev, Konchazaspa, it's like nearby Kiev, and as soon as they are going in the war somewhere, I think in January, February. Yeah, February. They usually go in somewhere like in a warm place in Europe. They did this year Banyoles in Spain and Plovdiv in Bulgaria. Yeah, and they did 7 or 9 months like non-stop training, so they didn't come back. The preparation started in February in the war and finishing with the Worlds.
Yeah.
So and they all the time out the border Ukraine, and they didn't see the.
And we just had the World Championships, right?
Yes,
So you were all there at the Worlds.
Yeah, they raced there. Yeah,
And
they raced in the Worlds.
where was that?
Say again?
Where was that?
Serbia.
In Serbia,
Serbia, yeah. Right.
Belgrade.
Was it a good experience? Successful?
Це був. Ні, вона питає.
Правильно питає.
Це який був це для вас досвід? Який досвід ви там отримали на цьому чемпіонаті світу?
Не повторювати.
Ми отримали досвід на цьому.
So they said we are got experience, you know.
Room for improvement. But the World Championships happen every year.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So that's part of your Olympic journey is going to the Worlds.
No, I can like comment a little bit on that because I know like they shine a little bit that. So on the World Championship this year, they got 7 licenses for the women's quad. They got 8, just one step behind that. So, but it's mean they are top.
But that's world.
They top 1 the next year because of the rest of the boats. They will run 1 more qualification next year in Switzerland, in Zurich.
And what do you need to do to qualify for Olympics?
First 3 to qualify. First 2.
So do you know what you need to do to make it?
I can tell you it's a little secret. When they won 2012, they did the same thing.
Yes.
They did the qualification in a year of the Olympic Games, and then they won by a lot. So
The motivation. It's
so
the
this
motivation.
is just the time to repeat that.
Yes, it's when push comes to shove is our expression.
Exactly.
You just do it. Yeah, so that's great. I was just wondering about the program. I know, a lot of our U.S. Sports programs, the funding is all over the place, and rowing is no exception. But is your program funded by a foundation or the government, or how do you get the funds to travel and train and that kind of thing?
Як за рахунок чого ви змагаєтесь? Чи у вас є спонсори? Хто вам допомагає?
Міністерство.
Спонсори.
We have some money
Simmons
from
U.
our Ukrainian governments, not a lot.
Yeah.
And brother Sinkovich, then GL Concept 2.
Olympic cycle.
Like
Намагаються підтримувати.
Olympic Circle. Yeah.
Хто ще?
Шон.
Ви можете розказати детальніше.
GL Concept 2.
Філіппі.
Yes.
So is
Hudson.
Hudson.
but is there somebody that kind of organizes all that, and like do you have a
Чи хтось організовує, чи це якось відбувається?
Sometimes maybe our head coach asks some of their friends, or maybe sometimes they write to our coach and want to help us.
Yeah,
Offering the help.
good. Yeah. And of course, people want to know things like, what's your favorite food for training? What songs do you listen to on the erg? Things like that. How do you make the training go more easy?
I mean, only in the morning cheese and coffee. This is my favorite.
Cheese and coffee.
Yes.
You're like me.
Yes. And I'm allergic, and I eat only potatoes, meat, and fruit, but not all, and something for
Vegetables.
Vegetables, yeah. Okay.
That's all.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Balance. Yeah. Anyone else? Favorite food or
Чи у вас є якась така улюблена їжа, яку ви з'їли, і потім багато енергії, і яку музику там щось там поставили, яка заводить?
We like burger.
burgers? Yes. Do you like ribs though? Do you like ribs?
Yes, too well.
They like meat, athletes like meat, they need meat.
We just gave them a nice little lunch dessert.
You very cook meat.
Yeah. You like to grill? Do you grill?
Yeah,
Yes,
grill.
that's what I remember from being in Ukraine. Everybody does
Grill.
shashliki.
Shashliki,
Yes.
yeah, this is our thing.
So
yeah,
many
shashliki.
shashliki parties.
I like music Hard Kiss and что там еще?
The Hard Kiss is a Ukrainian band.
Yes, Ukrainian.
Band.
Yes.
Harkis.
The Hard Kiss, yeah.
Hard Kiss.
They have actually the
Yeah.
English song as well.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. And Monatic, там Океан Ельзи, що зараз це не згадаю. Антитіла, так.
Antitila, yeah.
Бум.
That's what you
Ой,
said.
господи. Хотіла сказати, так я його слухаю.
That's okay. We'll, I just wanted to mention to people who are listening live or afterwards that we will put some of these bands and organizations and your sponsors on our website, so at readyrowusa.com. So, you don't have to like take notes or something right now, but it's good to know. I love the Ukrainian bands that I've seen come through Boston. It's been wonderful. So tell me a little bit more, maybe you can lead this, the foundation or the charity, the Olympic Circle.
Oh, yeah, that's...
If people want to contribute, is that where they should contribute, or is it to this team, this wonderful?
Yeah, I think if you want to help Ukrainian athletes, because it's not only about the rowing or about the someone else. So these guys are they are former rowers, and they help mostly to our militaries or people who need help because of they lost their homes. So these guys are founding money and helping those people who ask the help. And this organization called Олімпійське коло, Olympic Circle, it was founded by the former Olympic it's never former Olympic champion Cheban Yuri Cheban, Безуглий Sergey, Maxim Prokopенko. So these guys were in the same team, the same generation team in
The 80s?
Ukraine. No, they're young.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, so
Cool.
Cheban won 2016.
Yeah.
That was his last Olympic gold. Lost Olympic gold, yeah.
Now, will he be here?
Yeah, so and these guys are running that foundation to help the people.
Okay,
So it's and if you want to help Ukrainians, so we can we know these guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you guys can trust them.
So this will be on our website at readyrowusa.com. We'll make
that
sure
would be
that all
awesome.
that stuff is there, and we'll keep reminding people, because as the head of the Charles goes on, and all your we'll be following your journey to the Olympics. Yes. And please stop by at the head of the Charles well, I'll have my little Google Translate and say hello because I'll be there with the mobile podcast studio, and we'll be interviewing the men see there, Alexei, Maxim, Alexander, Ivan. He's an Olympic. Ivan
Dovgodko, yeah.
And
there is some relatives here.
yes, there seems to be some names.
No, this is their relatives.
It's a fine family tradition.
Exactly.
Igor and Nikola and Artem. I think Artem and Dmitro were here. We interviewed them last year.
Artem wasn't here.
Oh, but Dmitro was.
The only Igor and Artem wasn't here.
Yeah. Okay.
The 6 guys were here last year.
So they'll be in the 8, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll be interviewing them probably on Saturday. And thank you so much for coming and being with us and sharing your experience. I think, it's an aspect of Ukrainian life and culture, sports that, just helps inform people and helps them care about what's going on. So thank you. This is Charlotte Pierce.
Thank you.
Signing off for Ready Row USA. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Дякую. Дуже